So a pretty fun one today. The other week when I was looking at Super Mario on Famicom 2, I said that Super Mario World was probably my first video game, and then I remembered this was my first video game I ever played. Absolute classic, not that well known, but it's Battletoads in Battlemaniacs. Battletoads has a lot of memes focused around it, mainly centered around calling up video game stores and asking if they have Battletoads.
Hi, do you have Battletoads?
Do I have what?
Battletoads.
What the hell is this Battletoads?
I don't know if anyone's ever seen those prank calls, but this is the game that, you know, the memes are focused all around. So in this case, I'm just gonna play one player. This game is known for being brutally hard. That's probably the main thing that people know it for. I've never finished it, even with save states, but it's a fun game. Every level's completely different. This is probably the most well-known level, mainly because a lot of people never got past it. but I mean, this one I got pretty good at playing through. It's very fun as a co-op game, so like I'm playing it on my own, but you can play it with friends as well as two-player. But yeah, it is quite a hard game. But it's fairly easy the first level until you get maybe about halfway, and then it gets pretty hard. But how good's the soundtrack too, right? Like the song, and even the pause menu. Like, good music. And the game just has a lot of character as well. That's what I really like about it. Like, every enemy is very much like got its own personality. You know, the main characters, the Battletoads themselves, are highly animated. It's just got a lot of character. It's pretty funny, like when you get hit, you're really like, you know, it's very comical. So I quite enjoy it. I think at some point it's going to get hard. I can also just go up here and just wait around while the enemies spawn, if I want to be silly. A signature move I used to do is when you're playing co-op, but you sort of want to be mean to your friend, is you go up the top and you just stand there and let your friend deal with all the enemies for you. So yeah, that used to be a bit of a signature move that we used to do. You know, obviously a bit of a douche move, but you know, that's what you do when you're playing video games with your mates. It's all about doing the douche moves. These guys are annoying as heck. They take a lot of hits, this guy. Usually you just sit here and just keep kicking him like this. Takes a while. There are some strange game design decisions like this, where, you know, you're just forced into sitting around, hitting a button, essentially. There you go. But like, you know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but so now it gets a little bit harder. You get these fireballs that basically follow your location, and they sort of predict where you're moving to as well. If you play in two-player, they go for you one alternatively, so it'll hit you first, then your mate, which is a little bit easier because you can sort of just like ignore one fireball. All the pieces of the stage moving, they're pretty annoying, as well as things like this where there's like a guy in the way. You can get caught out by it if you don't really know like how the stage behaves, and you can do fun things like this too. Whoops. See, like it's really easy to fall off. So I lost a whole life just right at that point. So you only get 3 lives, and then you go to a continue screen. I think you get like 3 continues maybe. Oh, see, there you go. Nasty. I might not even make it to the end. I think I'm about like 2/3 through the level, so hopefully I will, because the boss is pretty cool. But it's definitely a game that's known for being relatively difficult. This bit's quite difficult. Don't want to get hit by that too many times. So these guys are going to jump in. They can hit each other too, which is like a really interesting mechanic. You know, quite hard to program friendly fire in these games. Getting into a toad pancake. These guys take a lot of hits, and you're about to fight quite a lot of them at the same time, which is pretty brutal. But yeah, if I die, I die. We'll see. I think you go down to 0 lives in this, and then you die. Hopefully, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get to the end on, you know, 1 life. Far out. Takes a while to kill these guys. Because that skeleton was bad. Jeez. Oh, far out. Hopefully I've almost got this guy. I'm about to fight a few of these guys, so they take quite a lot of hits. Like I said, there were definitely some weird game design decisions in games like this where you just sort of felt like they hadn't quite tested how long it takes to kill some of these enemies. Here we go. So this is a bit where you end up with quite a lot of them at the same time. It's pretty tricky. So you think it's okay. You're like, oh, I've got 1, okay. But then eventually, like, more of them start showing up. And you're like, oh, like now we got a problem. I think like you end up with 3, so it's pretty brutal. You can sort of like try to get them to hit each other as like a strategy, but it's pretty hard to do. So yeah, it gets pretty chaotic this bit. You just sort of gotta half abuse the fact that they'll try and hit each other, and then just try not to get in the middle of them, essentially. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. Oh, there we go, one's down. Oh no, I thought I got one of them down. Usually they do like a finisher move when they're about to kill an enemy, they'll do like a special animation. That's a shame. I was at a pretty good alignment there. I was sort of like off their like 2D location. Oh, okay, I've almost got them down. There we go. So that's probably the hardest bit in the whole level. Oh no. Trying to... there we go. You can get like an instant kill if you just throw them off the stage like that. This bit's a little bit tricky. I know if you do it right, you can pick them up, throw them. I might just be able to do this. No. Alright, it's gonna be pretty close. I might not make it to the last possible level. I know there's like another strong pig coming up soon after this, I'm pretty sure. And I know the level falls away above me, so it's pretty brutal. Like the level falling above always gets me. So you've almost got to force yourself to stay down the bottom. It's gonna be close. See, look at that. It's sneaky. Now there's gonna be a pig across the other side of the bridge who's gonna try and hit me. And it's just... Oh, that was so close. I think there's still one more flying pig. Yep, there we go. I'm literally down to 1 health. That's right. Oh, just got him. So, I think I'll get to the boss, but I'm probably going to get killed by the boss. We'll see. See how we go. So essentially he'll come back and try to like squish you at this point. And you just keep hitting him off the screen until he comes and lands on you. You don't want to get hit by him on the way. Might actually be alright. Got the rhythm down pat. But essentially, if he walks across you, you're in a world of pain. I've got it. But I'll show you the second level. I won't actually play through the second level, just to show you that like every level is literally has nothing to do with the level before it. Oh, just got there. So, yep, I literally got through with 1 piece of health, just to show you how difficult the game is. And if you die, you start the level fresh, so you don't get like any checkpoints. So yeah, this is the second level. See, look, it's nothing like the original one. You're on like a little flying sled thing. So, there you go. That's Battletoads and Battlemaniacs. Technically my first video game, and still a really, really hard game to this day. Surprised I actually got through that first level. So definitely recommend trying it out. It doesn't work on many emulators, so it is hard to get your hands on it. I do have it in cartridge, and it's very rare to find a cartridge, so I'm quite lucky. But yeah, if you find a copy, try it out.